Elon Musk announcing that he's taking over Twitter and buying it was a statement that took us all by surprise. From a man that put cars in space and brought rockets back down, why is he so interested in Twitter? Twitter, a social media platform filled with anything, from violent videos all the way down to little Timmy wishing his friend a dear happy birthday. I mean, money can't be his only incentive, he's already got that. So that begs the question, what is Elon's true intention with Twitter? Before we start, let's take a look at the rapid decline of the once deemed untouchable kingdom, aka Twitter. A decade ago, Twitter's future was looking bright. The company was benefiting from a flood of funding into the social media networking space, eventually leading to an IPO in 2013 that raised $1.8 billion. In March 2006, the birth of Twitter occurred. Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams created Twitter, which was originally a side project. In the following year, Twitter also received a $100,000 funding round, led by the Union Square venture. The app's popularity started to explode after being heavily promoted by the tech community. Now, fast forward to 2012, other gigantic tech companies such as Google and other companies began to acknowledge Twitter as a rival when its reach expanded to 200 million active users. Barack Obama even used the platform to first declare victory publicly back in the 2012 US presidential election, with a tweet that was viewed approximately 25 million times on our platform. Twitter continued to have a few years of peace and extraordinary growth until the fateful year of 2016. Now you've got to keep in mind that 2016 was the year when the infamous cancel culture was born and was a year when many controversies occurred. As cancel culture began to creep in and Twitter and Facebook were facing backlash for their role in letting prominent users like Donald Trump, who would later win the US presidential election that year, spread misleading information without consequence. But Twitter replied to this criticism, stating that having the present election on our service, using it as a direct line of communication, allows everyone to see what is on his mind in the moment. We're definitely entering a new world where everything is on the surface. We can all see that in real time and we can have conversations about it. So you can see that Twitter was extremely accepting of other people's views despite the social pressure of the cancel culture. Twitter was actually doing well. It was the no judgment playground where people could voice their opinions and actually have conversations. However, things didn't remain like this in the coming years. Twitter suddenly changed. Censor after censor after censor, ban after ban after ban, from world leaders to regular school kids facing consequences for saying their views on things. Twitter has become a tool of government censorship, labeling anything that doesn't align with their political agenda as misinformation. Not only was Twitter censoring everything, it was also losing its most active users who are vital to the business. Heavy tweeters, defined as people who log into Twitter 6 or 7 days a week and tweets about 3 to 4 times a week, have been in absolute decline, a Twitter researcher wrote. But not only was it having technical difficulties, there was also an underlying problem in the workplace. Twitter's revenue per employee was extremely low, especially when compared to other companies such as Meta and Google, and in 2021 dropped below Snapchat and Pinterest. This meant one simple thing: Twitter had too many workers and not enough progress. One user even stated, "I thought Twitter was run by one person due to the lack of progress over the years." And they're completely right to think so. Twitter hasn't changed, it's still the same basic concept. And to add insult to injury, a video went viral in which an entitled Twitter employee showed her day in the life of work, which rarely included any actual work.
Twitter office, badged in. Honestly, took a moment to just soak everything in. What a blessing. Also started my morning off with an iced matcha from the perch. Then I had a meeting, so quickly scheduled one of these little pod rooms, noise canceling. Took my meeting, got ready for lunch. Look how delicious this food looks. Oh my goodness, I was so overwhelmed. Then made my way down to this log cabin area. I don't know what this is, but it was really cool. Played some foosball with my friends.
Twitter was at its lowest profits, with lots of people to pay, less users, and lazy workers. But out came their shining knight in armor, the one and only Elon Musk and his trusty sync. Soon after Elon Musk took over, more than 5,000 Twitter employees were either fired or quit. But why? Thousands of employees quit due to Elon's words, stating that if employees are not ready for quote-unquote hardcore hours, that they should just quit. We know with Elon's other multi-billion-dollar company that he prefers working in smaller units with loyal and diligent members. But we also know that he has zero tolerance for employees disrespecting them or the company, even firing one of the Twitter employees for criticizing his changes to Twitter on Android. And we've seen this happen before with Tesla. So it's no surprise Elon is taking this harsh yet effective approach. Musk has always been a strong advocate for free speech, and displayed this by unbanning many infamous and controversial characters such as Andrew Tate and Donald Trump after taking over Twitter. However, there may be one problem slowly lurking in the shadows waiting to come out, which is, when will it become too much? When will those inconsiderate internet ninjas come out and take advantage of the free speech movement? And instead of using free speech to positively voice their ideas, they start using it to spread hate and negativity. Now, this could be a very real problem for Twitter in the future, but the question is, will Elon find a beneficial solution to prevent this, or will he allow this to happen and let true chaos ensue? Only time will tell.